It was a long wait for Close to release in India. I was waiting for it since it was shortlisted for Oscars in the international film category. Mubi then had announced that they would be releasing it in India in April. At first, I was pissed that I would be able to watch it only after the Oscars are done and dusted. But who were we kidding? We all knew All Quiet was a clear winner in that category, as it was also nominated in the main category of Best Picture. The theme of Close may not seem so new, as hundreds of films have discussed homophobia to great detail and length. What makes Close unique is its sensitive treatment of the topic to deliver the most impact without making so much fuss about it. Because essentially, the movie is not so much about homophobia, rather it is more about friendship breakup. Close is like Banshees but shot in Netherlands and Belgium. Nonetheless, both the movies capture beautiful landscapes and colors that add to the overall impact of the stories. Banshees is an out-and-out breakup between friends because of personal reasons. Close is an understated childhood bond affected by societal or external factors. Close follows Leo's POV, who is the breaker of the friendship, whereas Banshees follows Pedrick's POV, who is on the other side of the breakup. Close is a story of two 13-year-old kids, Leo and Remi, who are inseparable. Their fragile bond is put to test when kids at school start questioning their close relationship. Out of embarrassment, Leo starts pushing Remi away, out of his life, out of his circle, and things start to take an ugly turn. As 13-year-olds play together and have fun, there is a very strong bond that starts developing that may last an eternity. As kids, you also think of your best friends in together till we die scenarios. But really, these bonds may sometimes be fragile, as kids are prone to get influenced by the surroundings real quick. Just one comment from a kid at school can have a huge impact. This is what happens with Leo and Remi. Leo starts maintaining distance from Remi, and this indifferent behavior affects Remi. Homophobia is not something that randomly comes to kids. It is the result of influence from friends, family, and people they are surrounded by. It is too early for them to become aware of their feelings, and out of shame they start suppressing the feelings. It is hard to say what the closeness between Leo and Remi was. Were Leo and Remi just friends? There is nothing suggesting that, or either they are gay or not. Regardless, it did not matter at the end of the day. They were really close, and that should have been a good thing, without tags or trying to uncover their sexual orientation. And that is what exactly the movie has done exceptionally well. The relationship between Leo and Remi is so good until the external factors come into picture. This shows how the world can ruin your happiness if you let it. The color palette of the film is stunning, as it may not only be pleasing to the eyes but also imply symbolisms and characters' state of mind. The movie starts with a shot of never-ending fields full of vibrant pink, yellow, white and orange flowers. It is like an explosion of joy and the characters' happy and carefree state of mind. The skies are blue with a hint of milky white clouds. Leo is mostly seen in whites, and the one scene where he is in the field surrounded by white flowers says that he is at peace. Remi is seen in shades of red. His room also has vivid red walls. Red may seem like a flag of internal conflict that Remi might be going through, like a sign of danger or violence. In the second half of the film, these colors make an even stronger statement. Leo's attire mostly turns to grey and browns. The tones are darker and earthy. You don't see vibrant flower fields, instead you see new plantations being prepared to grow flowers, suggesting the characters are trying to cope up. Life is not full of colors anymore, but they're trying to slowly take the paintbrush in their hands. The character's outburst is captured by rain, and once that inner conflict is settled down, colors may come back to life. Remi is interested in music and plays oboe really well. That one note that he plays on the instrument is bone-chilling and haunting. It oozes of misery and pain. It is still stuck in my head and makes me happy sad. I wonder if the makers were trying to say something about Remi's state of mind with that music composition. Less than halfway into the movie and you are shell-shocked and heartbroken. Post that, it will test your restraint. You automatically accompany the character in the coping up journey without realizing yourself. Close will shatter you to bits, looking at how it could be hard for kids to keep up with societal norms and cope up with the loss and keep going on with their lives. Boys conform to the pre-established standards of who they should be and how they should behave to avoid societal scrutiny and embarrassment. Standards of masculinity are set in stone, disconnecting them from the language of heart and tenderness, pushing them into an eternal showcase of toughness. Close represents masculinity at the mercy of the society.